Start recording. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Random Guy Kev, and this is Thoughts of a Random Guy. We talk about many things dealing with love, dating, relationships, adults, life's up and downs, and the ever-evolving world of just being a human. Don't forget to check me out on all your favorite social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website, randomguykev.com. Today's topic is, are we too much in debt? And my co-host for this episode is...
Hey, what's up? My name is Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff, for joining me for this episode. And I mean, I've talked about debt before. I've talked about just money problems as an adult. I feel like money is the root of everything currently. If you don't have enough of it, then you can't do what you want. If you have too much of it, then it's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but. But yeah, debt. Yeah. I feel like in America, we have a credit system where the rest of the world, most of the rest of the world doesn't have a credit system. So when they hear about us having credit cards and us doing things on credit, they find it weird. It's like, hey, so you don't have the money, then why spend money you don't have? And it's like, oh, that's interesting. Like, and payment plans, loans, things of that nature. I personally don't like payment plans if I don't have to get into one. I feel like if I don't have the money, I shouldn't be purchasing it right now. It's not meant for me. But in other cases, when it's like an extreme repair or something like that, okay, do you have a payment plan? Let's do it. A payment plan, or I'll dump it on the credit card if I got the full amount, and I'll just pay it off my credit card and kind of move on from there. Same thing kind of with mortgages. It's like I still find it weird when you finish paying a mortgage, say a $300,000 mortgage over 30 years, whatever. You still got to do property tax payments. So it's like it's not like you stop just paying raw. You continue to pay. I'm in Jersey, by the way. So, I know in other states they don't, I think it's like 2 or 3 other states where they don't have property tax anymore. So it's like once you pay for it, it's yours. It's done. No more payments or anything. What are your thoughts on the whole payment plan, loans, credits, and stuff?
Yeah, so like same thing in Massachusetts. Like once I get done paying my mortgage off, I'm still gonna have to pay property taxes, and so I don't look at my property tax just because like it's in my mortgage, but I believe, by the time I'm done paying it, which is gonna be in like, I don't know, 25 years. I'm probably still gonna have to pay property taxes of like $5,000, $6,000, which is wild because like you would think, you're done paying a mortgage, you're done paying off your house, you still gotta pay. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and with the payment plan thing, it's a up and down thing. So like
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I do, like I make sure all my bills are paid, and then
Yep.
like if I want to go do something, like let's say I want to buy something, right? It's like
Yep.
$200. I'll be like, all right, I'll do the payment plan. I don't mind doing it,
Mm-hmm.
just cause like I don't have to take the whole money out. I know I'm gonna have it, and it kind of spreads the payment out. So I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. The one thing I'm not fine with is these people. Like, so I just found this out. People will go on DoorDash and DoorDash their $40 meal and put it on a payment plan. It's like,
Oh my God.
it's like, bro,
Oh.
come on. At that, like, if you really don't have money to pay for your food and you gotta put it on a payment plan, you're doing pretty bad in life.
Yeah, you're doing bad. Do not Grubhub, DoorDash, payment plan food, because that don't make sense.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, bro, just make something at the house. Like,
Where? Go to the grocery store, pick up something for the week.
yeah. So like that kind of thing, like when it comes to airsoft, like if I know I gotta like, if I need a part or something, I'll put it on a payment plan, just so like I'm not taking it all out of my pocket and stuff like that. Which,
At one time.
yeah, so like that's one thing, but like how I hear some people like they're door dashing and putting on payment plans. That's pretty wild. And then
Yeah, I think that company that decided to take payments for DoorDash stuff, I think they filed for bankruptcy because there was after like I think after like a month or two of them doing that, they filed for bankruptcy because people weren't paying.
yeah, Klarna.
Yeah.
They just announced it, and I'm like, wow, like it's just wild. It's like, bro, I mean, if you're gonna do that, at least pay it off. You know what I mean? Like, don't be
Bro, $40?
irresponsible.
Like, come on. On a
Yeah.
payment plan? What do you $10 a week or $10 a month?
Yeah, $10 every 2 weeks. Like,
That
damn,
shit is
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, that's one wild thing, but like, that just comes down to saving money and knowing how to manage. And I didn't really know how to manage money until I met my girl. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
that helped me out a lot. I didn't know how to like. There was one point where it was before we met, where I was living paycheck to paycheck, and then I was
Mhm.
like doing like fucking. I was trying to sell shit, all this stuff, and it's like that's the worst way to live. And a lot of people in America, like, they live like that, where they're living
Yeah.
paycheck to paycheck and they don't know how to get forward, but they're always going out and buying stuff and going out to the clubs and drinking and smoking. It's like smoking and drinking, that takes so much of your money up, and people don't realize it.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to tell yourself stop.
Exactly.
And if you could force yourself to stop for at least a month or two, you'll see drastic changes. For me personally, I try to, like, once a year, twice a year, be like, I'm not doing any sugars. I'm not doing any sugars. I'm not buying out. You know how hard it is to stay off fucking sugar?
Oh man, just
Bro, everything has sugar in it.
yeah, it's hard. I mean, even just for like, I did what you did this past week, where
Mm.
I'm always on the road working and going job site to job site. So this week I was like, you know what? I really gotta save money, because like when I was looking at it, I'm spending anywhere from $20 to $30 a day on eating out. That's like
Yep.
breakfast and lunch, and if I work late enough, it's dinner.
Dinner, yep.
So this whole week, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop eating out. Man, that was so hard. Like, you have the money in your pocket, and you're
Yeah,
like,
you want a different taste in your
yes,
mouth.
exactly.
A different taste of food.
You drive
Like,
by,
yes, you meal prep. You meal
yeah,
prep for the week, but still, I just want a little something
yeah,
different.
you drive by a KFC, you drive by a Chick-fil-A, you're like, oh my god, chicken tenders sound great right now.
I want something a little different. And that's sometimes what it comes down to. Like, I want something different. Yes, change up. But like, yeah, sometimes you have the discipline, but at the same time, you have the option of getting what you want.
Yep.
And it's like, bro, like this is kind of hard. But I feel like if we mentally put ourselves into a space of, you know what, I'm gonna buckle down this week or this month, not spend a dime, and you see how drastically that changes your life and what's going on. And I don't think, like, a lot of people don't have that self-control when it comes to debt
Yeah, it's hard.
or just spending money.
I mean, like this week, I didn't spend any money. Like, in my bank account, I have an extra like $200-300.
Bruh.
You know how major that is for a lot of people to have that
Bro,
money
that's
just sitting.
you think in your mind, did I forget to pay a bill?
Yeah,
Did I forget to pay a bill? And it's like,
exactly.
damn, no, I just didn't spend money on food.
And that goes with credit cards too. Like,
Yeah.
like when you brought up the other countries don't have credit cards and stuff. Personally, I didn't know that. That's surprising to me.
Yeah, most other countries, they don't have credit card. It's like they deal with, cash. You have to have the money. If you don't have the money, then you're kind of fucked. And like, yeah, some of them do have the payment plans where you pay per month, but credit cards, like in credit, when you need a credit score of this to buy this, they don't got that.
I did not know that. Yeah, cause
We
like
got it.
with me, like with me and my family, like we have one major credit card, and that's for like
Mhm.
emergencies. Like, if the roof in caves on the house or something crazy happens, we have that credit card, and then we have our savings for emergency funds. So like those are
Mhm.
things that we don't touch. And then I have one credit card for vacations. So like when I go on vacation, I grab my credit card. That's what I use.
Yeah,
Just cuz like you know how it is when you go on vacation.
you just start swiping.
Exactly. So like I really try not to use credit cards, and just cuz like I swipe a credit card and it's like, man, I didn't pay for that.
Yeah.
That's just
Now
my
you think you got
mentality.
unlimited money for a bit.
Yeah. So like when you like, let's say vacations, you go on vacation, you have, let's say, 3 credit cards. You're swiping the whole time. When you get
Yeah.
home, it feels like you ain't got, like, you're like, oh man, I just paid I just got all this stuff, blah blah blah. Your bank account looks nice, and then you get that
Mhm.
invoice. of
Mm-hmm.
who like $2,000, and then you're like, oh fuck, I gotta pay this back. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
word.
And it's like
Yep.
that, just that lingering in the background of my head. That's why like I try not to use credit cards. But like if I want something small, like it's like, oh, this came out, I'll pick it up. I'll do a payment plan.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes you got to treat yourself though.
yeah, but like I know a lot of people that like they're like just overflown with multiple credit cards, like, and they're barely paying it, and it's sad.
Yeah. No, I get you. Do you feel like that debt? You're like, if you have debt, it affects your mental health, your stress levels, and all overall well-being.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's sometimes even like paying my mortgage. It's just mentally draining. It's like, man,
Bruh.
I gotta pay this. Like, you have to. You like, there's
Yeah.
like, you don't pay, you don't got a house. You know what I mean?
Where
So like, and when you have a 30-year loan, you got 30 years of that hanging over you mentally, and you want to make sure you have a house for your family, and you don't want to lose that house. So like,
where
you want to try and work and make sure you have enough money for your family to be okay. So like, when you're paying the bills like this, it's definitely mentally draining. It does bring a little bit of stress, but I mean, as long as you have a good support and you know how to manage money, it takes a little bit off. But there's always that stress level, and like mental health
y-
goes into it.
yeah, I think that it always gets you thinking about what's going on. Like, how can I save money? How can I do better? And the thing is, when that mortgage is about to hit, that's the main thing I know I'm paying for. My mortgage. I need a roof over my head. That shit's getting paid. No matter how it's getting paid, it's getting paid.
Yep.
And people don't realize that when you live with your parents, you stay at home, you stay somewhere where you don't have to pay a mortgage. It's not the same energy where, okay, damn, this is mine. I gotta pay this shit. This shit's getting paid for, or they taking my shit and it's gone. And that starts to stress you out. That makes you think. You start to think about, like, okay, what ways can I make extra money to cover this month's bill? Da da da. Like, and that's scary. You always want to at least have 3, 4, 5 months saved up for your mortgage, at least minimum. You don't give a fuck about anything else. The mortgage though, that one got to be good at
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, some people don't really think about that. Like, they just think about, oh, I just gotta get through this one month. You gotta save a little bit. Just like, you never know, you just lose your job, or somebody gets sick, you can't go to work for 2, 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2, 3 weeks without work, that's a big hit in anybody's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have money, so like I have good money saved up. Taking off 2, 3 weeks, that's a big hit no matter what. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree on that. And I think that you don't want to sacrifice anything due to like debt obligations. Like, you don't want to sacrifice your savings, your investments, things like that. You don't want to take money out of something that would go to pay a debt. Like your savings account, like that's your savings. This is for emergency. For you to have to dip in there and take money out to pay this all your one of your debt off. Listen, I was happy when I was able to finally pay off my car loan like that. I'm like, oh my god, that's a bill I no longer have to pay on a monthly basis.
Yeah, it's like $400 back in your pocket. You think, like you said
Yeah,
before,
bruh.
like, oh man, am I missing? Did I miss something?
Yep. And the thing is, it's like a lot of times when people, you do your tax returns, you get all this money back. The first thing you think about is buying stuff. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy that.
Yep.
Nah, clear your debt.
Man,
Clear your debt so you don't have a headache.
I can't tell you how I know so many people. They have like one person I know.
Yeah.
They have 2 kids. They get like 8, 10 grand back in taxes every year. And instead of them
Damn.
paying off cards or anything like that, because they're always fighting about like credit card debt and stuff like that,
Mm,
they spend it on clothes. The boyfriend spends it on his car. So it's like,
damn.
okay, nice, you have a nice car, but you're in debt to your neck, stressing out, arguing with your girl every night.
I think, like you said, I think debt in a relationships brings stress. It brings a lot of stress. And I saw an article of this dude who he was engaged to somebody and he called off the engagement because he found out how much debt she has. And he was like, if I marry you, I
You take it on.
inherit your debt.
Yep.
Now I have to help you pay for it.
People don't think about
And
that.
yeah, people don't think about that logically. Like, damn, fuck, that's yes, marriage. At the end of the day, I think marriage is definitely a business decision, but at the same time, you got to think about like, all right, what are you taking in from the other person that you don't have, and having $300,000 in debt.
Oh my God, that's wild.
Listen, I don't want none of that,
If it's not a house and you're up that much, you got
bruh.
problems.
Big problems.
Those are big
I agree.
problems.
Big problems. If it's something like 50,000, all right.
That's a car, you know?
Yeah, okay.
You're talking
That's
about
fine.
over $100,000 and it's not a house. It's like, all right, buddy.
What-
Like, what the hell are you
what-
doing with your life right now?
Yeah, and I get it. People have school loans and shit. Understandable.
I mean, school loans. That's education, so like that's not too
Yeah.
bad.
That's not too bad.
But I'm
I
talking
understand.
about
Okay,
like,
this
I mean, I've heard of those stories where like somebody has hundreds of $1,000 debt and it's just like credit cards on credit cards, cars on cars,
bruh.
you know?
And when you find out it's like stupid shit, when you find out it's like stupid shit, like, okay, do you know how to manage your money? Because I'm sorry, if you're always flaunting out and about like you're rich, and then I come to find out you have debilitating debt, there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
There is a problem. You need to disconnect yourself from everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that they act like they have all this money and stuff, and then you find out they owe money everywhere.
And bro, that's the scariest shit. Because yeah, oh my God, we're gonna live a happy life. And the thing is, you get married with somebody. Now you're what, $100,000 in debt for the wedding.
That's wild too.
And no, I don't think, if you look at the wedding industry, it's a big business. It is a big business, and you should not get in debt for a wedding.
Yep.
Listen, if you ain't got it, go to the courthouse, handle that there, then have a quick, have a little party with your peoples, keep it moving. Do a destination. Destination wedding may cost 10, 15,000, but won't cost you 100,000 unless you picking some bougie ass resort.
Yep. Yeah, me and my fiance, we looked into like getting married and stuff, and we're like, man, we should just go on vacation. And we took that money and just went on vacation. We
Bro,
had
that's
ourselves a nice
again,
vacation.
that's literally what it is. You might as well go on vacation for your wedding.
Yeah, I mean, at that point,
Get married on a beach.
yeah, they're just like, it's just so expensive. Just it's not.
It's mad. You'll go into debt.
Yeah, people do,
And that's
People,
how,
that's
like,
the wild
all
thing.
these-
People will go into debt for a wedding. It's like, man,
Nah.
that ain't worth it, man. That's one day.
And it's like, that's how all these debt collectors started coming about. Because now, as a business, well, you know what? I don't want to collect your debt no more. I'm going to sell your debt to somebody else, and they're going to charge you more.
Yep.
You ever had a debt collector call you and be like, yo, you owe us money? Bitch, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, I mean,
The
before.
people I owe money to is over there.
Yeah, so that happened to me before me and Marie got together. Like I had bad credit. I had all these
Yeah.
credit cards. I didn't pay them off. I was a stupid 18-year-old.
hmm
And that happened to me. Like this, I got a random call, and they're like, "Hey, is this Jeffrey? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, you owe us this much." And I'm like, "Hell no, I'm not paying you that."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, well, you have to." And I just hung up the phone. And then I found out like how you can fix your credit and stuff like that, and I fixed my credit. But
Mm.
yeah, I mean, these credit cards comes to you don't pay them. They're like, "Okay, we'll sell it off to somebody else for pennies on the dollar." And then they go and they'll hike it up like a couple more thousand.
Yeah. And I think everybody, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yes,
I
definitely.
think people put too much pride in themselves, and they're just afraid to ask for help to get out of debt and pay bills. Like asking a family, like, help me organize my life in a better way. Because again, a lot of people don't learn money management in high school, in middle school, when they're younger from their parents. They don't learn it. They just get thrown into life, and then they get that one big ass paycheck first time, like, oh shit, I'm balling. And they start spending money. Then they learn about credit cards, just start putting shit on credit cards. Oh, I can pay this over time? Shit, I
Yeah.
gotta do this now. For what?
No, yeah, I mean that's it. Like my school, at least in Massachusetts, back in
Yeah.
my day, they didn't teach you about money. They didn't like my parents didn't teach me how to manage a checkbook or manage money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
when I went out into the world, I'm like, yo, I can get like credit card companies will give me a card and be like, hey, you got $1,000, go at it. And I'm like, what? I don't have to pay this back? Like that's my mentality.
Yeah.
And then fucking, it's just like it's never like always ask for help. If you think that you might be having a problem here and there, it's always best to ask for help. And even like these companies, like if you owe a company money, they're always willing to help you pay off the debt or figure something out.
Figure something out. Yep.
Yes.
And the thing is with credit card companies, yes, say you can have $1,000 limit. If you're paying things on time, they're gonna increase your limit.
Yes.
Now that you see that increased limit, you like, maybe I could spend a little bit
I
more.
remember that my first time. I had a $250 credit card. I was
Yeah.
paying it off clean, and then they bumped it up to like 500. I called them. I'm like, hey, can you keep it down at the 250? They're like, yeah, we're not doing that, and just hung up the phone. And I was
Yeah,
like,
they don't do that.
hey, ain't gonna hurt. Yeah, it hurt me.
Yeah, bro. Over time, that shit is like, oh shit, damn. Like I only have two credit cards and I only use one of them. One of them is my United Points one. I use that for big purchases that I know I'm just gonna transfer money over and pay it off. But like at one point when I first got it, my limit was 5,000 on there. Now it's up to 20,000.
Ooh.
Actually, I think my limit is 25,000 on there.
Oof, Kevin, you,
Bruh,
you definitely
again,
taking me out for lunch.
dude, shut the hell up. Bro, and they send you a notification when they raise the limit. And I'm looking at this bitch like, yeah, nope. Cut myself off, at a specific limit, pay that bitch off, keep it moving. I'm only doing it for points and the added benefits of other stuff. Like my other credit card, they want me to change that into a point one. No, I'm only using one card. And the people are like, oh, well, won't you get an Amex? For what? I don't like having a credit card at all.
Yeah, I
Credit cards are for emergency.
yeah, I don't hold my credit. My credit cards stay in my safe, and I don't touch them unless I need them.
Yeah, credit cards are emergency, big purchase type stuff.
Yep.
Like, there's no reason I should be using my credit card on every fucking swipe. No thanks.
I mean, I know people
if I ain't
that
got
do
the
that.
money, I ain't got it.
Yeah, I know people that don't even use debit cards or anything. They just use their credit cards.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, can't do it. And I'm trying to start to go back to cash. So I start to take out every paycheck. I try to take out $100. That's my limit. That's all I can use. So I'm trying to get back to using cash, but it's like, bro, the convenience of swiping your debit card. Let me just swipe this. Let me just swipe it.
Oh, it's so like you don't even
It's
think
easy.
about it. You don't like when you swipe that card, you don't feel like they don't when you swipe a card, they're not taking anything from you physically.
Yeah.
So mentally, you're like, oh man, I got
I'm
money.
good.
Yeah. But when
Yeah.
you're using cash, you give them something and they give you something less back. So at that point,
Yeah,
when
you're
you
just
look
like,
at your
damn.
hand, you're like, all right, now like you physically, mentally see it, and you're like, I have less money. I gotta watch myself.
I gotta hold this shit. Damn, fuck. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I started taking out $100, and when I am going out somewhere, I try again. I'll go out, I'll go to the ATM, let me pull out an additional X amount, and that's it. And then I have my alerts set up on my phone where it notifies me every day of how much money I have left in my account, or if I go a particular threshold. I set my account to a particular threshold. Hey, you went lower than this amount, and it'll let me know. And I also have it set up to when my money's being used, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, did I pay for that? When the fuck did I pay for that?
Yeah, my friend has that.
So-
He gets a notification every time money gets withdrawn or put into his
Yeah.
account. So I remember
Bro, you
once,
got to.
yeah, we're out, me and my boys, and like he's seen a transaction for like $5. This man literally left us all behind, went outside and tried to figure out. Comes back, he's like, yeah, my girl, she went to go get something to eat down the street. Didn't even ask me. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, it's $5. He's like, yeah, but she's, I didn't know. And I'm like,
Yeah,
you
it's the
got it,
princi-
you
it's the
got it.
principle.
Yeah.
It's the principle of the matter. Fuck it. Nah, but again, it's there's good debt and then there's bad debt, in my opinion.
Yes.
And like I think like okay, good debt, your mortgage, student loans, um, maybe a car note. I mean, sometimes a car note though, it's
I
like
don't even think car notes are good debt
yeah, I don't think that's
because
it's
if you
again it's depend. I think it's dependent on what type of vehicle you're
yeah,
getting
because
to.
it all matters. Like if it's a like I when you look at cars, they're depleting every time you do it. So you go buy a
Yes,
brand new car off the lot, you spend 40 grand on a brand new car. When you drive off that lot, you just lost 8 grand right there.
yeah,
So
the
like
price of cars always goes down. So it's like, yeah, people want to be flashy. Just remember, your car is taking you from point A to B. What is the purpose of this vehicle? To store some stuff in, to drop you from your job to this place to this place. Cool. Do I need to spend $100,000 on a car?
nobody does.
No,
Nobody does.
no. And like for me, I love telling this story because when I went to go, I have a 2016 Honda Civic. Love it, love it. It's about to be 10 years old. Love it. Works under 90,000 miles on it currently. And I take care of it. Hondas last forever.
Mhm.
So I had a 2005 Honda Civic that that died out on me, and I couldn't. Any fixes that I wanted to do on it wasn't gonna work. It's gonna cost me more to fix it than to just get a new car. So I decided to get a new car. So I went to this is in 2017. I went to the Honda dealership to pick up a new car. They're showing me all the 2017s, all the 2018s. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. Everything's around 40, 50,000. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Let's see what else you got downstairs that you ain't showing me. Man took me downstairs. I was like, oh, okay, you got any, anything else outside of the 2017, 20? Oh, we have this one 2016 left. But it's not like the 2017s or 2018s. 2017s, you can get the customized interior, you get a bigger screen. And I'm like, what else? That's it. What's the price difference? Oh, $15,000 difference? Let me get the 2016, my guy.
Yep.
Bring that shit up. Because again, I'm not doing anything flashy with it. I don't
It's
care.
just to get you from one point to another. The
Correct.
same thing with my truck when I bought my truck, I went to the dealership. They wanted to sell me a brand new truck for like 40, 50 grand. And then I seen the truck I have currently and I'm like, how much is that? And they're like, well, we could do like 18. And I'm like, all right, I'll get it right now. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't have like you said, it doesn't have a screen. It's
Yeah.
used. The seats, they're not leather. It's like, bro, I barely drive my personal truck.
Word. They try to sell you on bullshit. And the other thing is what I heard about car dealerships. Okay, it could cost you 18,000, right? And you have the full cash immediately with you. Do not give it to them. Do not give it to them because they take a portion of that money and say you still owe them money and you still have to be on payments. That's why with my Honda Civic, I didn't pay I didn't I think I got it for 25. Yeah, I think I got it for like 25, 20. And it was I was like, yo, no, I'm not putting nothing down. I'm not putting nothing down. You just like we'll just go from there. And I'm straight from my bank account, put five down. Put 5 as a first month payment. 5 down. Said fuck it. We balling. Cause again, it's like everybody has some type of game when it comes to your money. They never want to be direct about your money.
Yeah.
Every company. So it's like, yo, keep it as close to your chest as possible before you giving it up. I'm not giving my money up to you because I don't know you.
Yeah, because when I bought my truck, I was gonna buy it outright. Because I
Yeah.
just sold we just sold our 2 family, so I was like, you know what, let's just buy the truck out. But they were like refusing to let me buy it outright. They wanted me to go on payments. And
Mm-hmm.
then later to find out, I talked to a friend that works at the dealership, and he was like, the reason why they're trying to force you to go on payments is because they get a bigger end on that. They get a bigger cut at the end when you sign up for their uh, financing. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
wow, I didn't know that. So like,
Yeah, that's another thing
they
too.
always have little tidbits here and
Yeah,
there.
it's always a way to get you into debt. And I think bad debt could be, high interest credit cards for just like nothing.
Oh Jesus.
And the thing is,
high credit
I
card and
you happen?
the interest on credit cards, I've seen some where it's like 40, 50%. It's like, why are people getting these?
Bruh, and the thing, that thing, there was a woman that posted that she got a new car, and it was like she got a high interest loan for the car. It was like, I think it was like 30%.
Jesus.
And it's like, bitch, what?
That's wild.
How much you paying monthly for this car? Nah. And the thing is again, don't be afraid to ask for help to better understand debt, loans, interest, taxes, shit like that. I think people don't, again, it's a whole pride thing. We're afraid to talk about money.
They feel like if they start asking questions about money, it's like, oh, well, this person's just being cheap or something like that. It's like, no, I just want to know the details of how much money you're taking that I have to pay. You know what I mean? Some people don't want to ask those questions.
Yeah, they're afraid to ask those questions in regards to money. I think, as I don't know what it is, but as a society, we, depending on where you are in life, you're afraid to ask people about how to handle money, how to be better with money, things of that nature. And I feel like the societal pressures of you gotta show out and be big even if you don't got the money. And there's a lot of people that do that just to get to a specific level, and it's like, bro, you got so much fucking debt that you just like,
Yeah.
you can't cover yourself. And there was this kid that I think graduated. He went to school here in the U.S. He's from China or some shit like that, and he racked up so much on his credit cards, finished paying for school, and then left. Was like, I'm not paying none of these back. I'm not a U.S. citizen.
No way.
Like, damn.
And he got away with it?
I mean, what they gonna do?
That's wild. So he was just
Did like,
man, he was just
he
living
not a
life
US
and
citizen. He
dipped.
said, fuck it. I'm racking up on these credit cards. If they allow you to do it, well, all they can do is send you a letter like, hey, you owe us money.
Yeah. I mean, worst comes to worst, it's just they're gonna sell it off to somebody else, and then they're just
Yeah,
gonna
they're gonna
take
sell
all
it
the
off to
debt.
somebody else who's gonna hit you, call you in whatever country you're in, and be like, hey, you owe us money. Okay, bitch, I don't live there. You're not getting nothing from me.
Wow, that's wild. I mean, he played his cards right, I guess.
Yo. And that's, bro, at the end of the day, I mean, are we too much in debt? In most cases, yes, depending on what it is. I think, it's okay to ask for help and ask for a better understanding on things when going through life. Hey, can you elaborate on this more? Hey, how can I effectively, bring down my credit card debt? There's ways. There's people out there teaching you how to do it. Some of them are scammers, but you gotta, sift through the pond and figure it out. But what do you want to leave people with in regards to, are we too much in debt?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
I said, what do you want to leave people with in regards to this specific topic?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta ask for help. If you feel like you don't know, or you feel like you're getting out of control, it's time to like either find some type of person that knows how to handle finances. If it comes down to like, all these debt collectors hitting you up, blowing up your phone. I mean, you can always Google it online. Everything's online nowadays. You could just ask, AI what to do, and they'll kind of guide you in a okay direction. But, the only way you're going to get help is by asking for help and getting out of those habits. Those, smoking, drinking, eating out every day, going out with friends, You don't have to go out every weekend to have a good time. You can stay in your own home. And a lot of people, they spend thousands of dollars on, their rent or their mortgage, and they're barely in their homes. So spend a month in your home. You might be a little bored, but look at how much money you're gonna save.
You better go get you a Lego set.
Yeah, there's always something in the house to do. It just matters if you're too lazy to do it. There's always something to do.
Agreed. And thank you for joining me for this episode. You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Random Guy Kev, and my website at randomguykev.com. Don't forget to check in, and I will catch you guys on the next one.